Okay, so welcome to our post podcast chat where I don't really have a script, so it's just gonna be like, yeah, let's just talk about random stuff for the little time that we have here. First off, I wanted to quickly say, congrats to SAG for reaching an agreement, and we're kind of not on a strike. I'm praying that we're not still won't be under a strike. I don't know how that's gonna go, but yeah, we shall see in the future. But yeah, any thoughts on it, by the way?
Oh, that's amazing. Honestly, I'm so glad they managed to get an interim agreement. Is that the phrase? I'm not SAG myself. I'm Equity UK, but I'm just really glad that they have done that because it kind of sets like a precedent. Like, hey, this worked here. The other companies are like, okay, you know, it's good to see like people are fighting for AI protections like overall. I know Equity UK is currently in talks with like AI protections overall for games. They're even bringing up royalties for video game work, which is absolutely incredible because that's not been done as far as I know before. So that would be incredible because that's good for people who work in get. Sorry, I'm talking about like royalties now, but that would be really good like if they managed to get that for SAG and for Equity, like and people just any other union, I guess as well. That's like just trying to imagine like yeah, you get that for audiobooks, but I've never had royalties before. Like imagine being like, say I'm 80 years old and maybe I don't have the energy to do as many voiceovers as I do now in my 30s, but having like royalty like payments like every month would definitely like just help. It's like kind of a good like long term plan, I guess, for this kind of thing. Like, it's not just like a one and done buyouts. Like, it would just be really good overall if people in games were to get like it might not be much, but like over years of working on like say hundreds of games, like that would add up, and you would have like a fair. It's not just about the money though, but it'd be a good kind of long term plan that would really kind of help voice actors when they're less able to voice act, I guess. Not like I'm not saying like nothing none of the AI crap. I know that's what's suggesting for like AI things as well. But like I mean just from your work previously, like say you do a voiceover for a game, you get £750. Great, cool. You did an hour of work and buyout. That's £750 in the UK. But then like that game goes on to make millions, billions, and you were a main character or something. Not really for an hour, I imagine, but say you were a main character and like that work, they're making billions from this game, but you're there with your 750. Like, oh, you're making that much money from my performance? Am I not like? Wouldn't it be nice just to get some of that? So like your one and done job. I just think it'd be nice overall if your like the success of the game kind of was mirrored. You get to kind of celebrate the success of the game too a little bit more. If that makes any sense at all, I guess.
No, 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 it does. I was just like, yeah, just because I know that the strike has been going on for like, well, technically since 23, so we're kind of approaching 2 years into this. But specifically for like the video game that I just, shared with you, it's I think it was going on since last July, if I'm not mistaken. And look at where we are right now.
Yeah, it's really is incredible. I'm not gonna pretend to know like loads about the details of the strike. I'm not SAG. I don't understand how all that works. But like I really am so glad that they are able to like kind of get at least some basic protections in. Because what they were suggesting before was not SAG, but like these struck companies were suggesting was absolutely inhumane. Like, I don't know if you'd read any of the things like, oh, yes, and we want rights to do whatever the hell we want with your voice forever. It's just like, that's really messed up because can you imagine how horribly dystopian that would be? Um, say, hearing your voice on some kind of like adult product that you didn't consent to, if that makes any sense, or just something that saying really horrible phrases.
Sorry, continue.
Yes, or like something saying some really horrible phrases. Like I was approached recently for a job which was supposed to be like a Discord voice filter. Um, and that sounds like AI to me. So like basically the idea is like someone speaks on Discord and it's like an accent voice filter, so you sound like they would sound like me. And someone could be going in saying the most homophobic, racist, horrible slurs in my voice, and me having no control over that. I'm not okay with that. That's not okay. So having protections about that kind of against that kind of stuff, because you could do one thing with that one company in a very specific usage, and it's like okay, but then they sell it on to someone else because the clause didn't say, hey, we didn't say you couldn't sell it on to other people. So then they've sold it to someone else who's just going to absolutely use it for anything they want to. And it's just good that we're getting protections in general because at the moment there's like nothing.
Yeah, I definitely agree because I haven't really been keeping up with everything when it comes to what the clause is or just reading the contracts because I'm also not in the union per se, but I definitely have done episodes with a couple of the LA local actors that are, SAG. And honestly, if you want more information, I guess just probably watch those. But yeah, all things considered, I'm just really glad that, well, we're probably going to see a change, but I don't know if it's going to happen like effective immediately, but it is a good start. It's definitely the good news that we need, at a time like this.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the UK need better protections as well because a lot of the work from that would have gone to America during the strike. I'm not saying we stole everyone's jobs, but people who weren't sure what the rules were with like any American stuff, they just went to Canada or to the UK instead for this kind of work. So it's not like it was a previously union thing that's gone to non-union. This was never union in the first place. So those kind of jobs just that went to Canada and the UK and asked us to do American accents instead. I hope that some of those do go back to America now that the strike has like ended for now, at least suspended. But also because I want to make sure that the UK and Canada have better protections as well, so we don't get screwed over too, essentially. Um, but I generally do hope like a lot of work does go back to the US because I know a lot of people have been suffering because of the lack of work going over there because of the uncertainty. But now that it's suspended, I really do hope they get that, and I think there's big enough games hubs in the UK and Canada already that we're not gonna suffer if like some of those jobs do go back to the US.
Yeah, the amount of role announcements that are going on in social media from so many actors I follow, bro, y'all have been suffering in silence just waiting to announce this stuff, all of this, all that stuff.
Yeah, like
So,
you
yeah.
could find out who was in those anyway, because I saw one role announcement. I was like, oh, I already knew it was that person because I looked it up when I played the game and
Yeah,
things.
or you could just recognize. I mean, a lot of us have very distinct, recognizable voices, so it's not really that hard to pick. Just start getting the gears running in your brain of like,
Mm.
oh, wait a minute, I think it's this person, and sure enough, boom, it's them.
Yeah.
Called
Yeah,
it.
it's like the amount of times I've played games, it's like, is that this person? Is that sounds like this person? You look on IMDb or like on the game credits, you're like, it was that person. It's like, oh, that person sounds
It
a lot like
was,
that person.
yeah. But speaking of video games, I've just kind of been dabbling into my Switch and just playing a lot of Ace Attorney, just brain rotting on that. And
I've never
yeah,
actually played that one.
because I know you play like a lot of like horror survival and then just getting to act in a lot of them, so I know that's kind of like a bucket list of just being in that type of genre of video game.
It is good. I do love my RPGs as well. Do love my
RPG, yeah.
RPGs.
I can't remember the last RPG I played, but yeah, I should probably check some stuff out. Just simply put.
Yeah, definitely. I am going to have to dash in a sec just because
Okay.
I think it's inhumane conditions in the booth right now.
Oh, no
Um,
worries. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just really lucky that during the morning is not like insufferable as it is in the
mm,
afternoon. So, yeah, but that's probably going to change in a couple of weeks or so because it's probably going to be consistently this hot until like November. I don't even know anymore. Climate.
oof. Yeah. It's like we've
Of
got
course.
really hot days in the UK and freezing nights at the moment, so you don't know what to wear when you go out.
Exactly. Like for me, like one of my themes, like when I'm doing Solomon Shrine, is wear like a jacket because I cosplay for William, and we just like cosplaying as our characters, just getting that out there. So I'm just really glad that that's kind of it's going well, and yeah, everybody's excited to work on it. Just need to figure out scheduling and when we'll actually just start, get the fun rolling. So I love if there's a part that I have for you, like in Solomon or any of the other stuff that I got going on, I'll hit you up and let you know and keep you
Oh,
posted for sure.
thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I always appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime.
And no worries if not. There are other actors who are available.
I
Other
know,
actors
yeah,
exist.
exactly,
Amazing
yeah,
ones too.
yeah. I also kind of wanted to ask, like, where did you actually meet, your wife and that stuff?
Uh online dating. That was it. But we didn't even know we were voice actors. Like, when we initially met, it's like, and we just like, oh, what do you do? It's like, I'm a voice actor. It's like, oh my god, me too. Like, what are the chances of that happening? Like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah,
So,
pretty dope. Yeah. And do you also sing? Because I know that's probably gonna be
nope.
super important. Yeah.
Nope. Uh, I can hold a tune, but I would not call myself a singer remotely. I have sang for jobs before, but I was singing badly on purpose. So,
Yeah, because I know there's probably gonna be something that I have in Solomon where one character sings bad on purpose. So
oh yeah, my wife is a singer though. I am not.
yeah, she's the one. Okay. Yeah, I'll make a note of that and see if I can cook up something for the one of the episodes in the near future.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
So if you want to know more, stick around and, play for your life. That's the tagline for Solomon. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what else is going to be coming out of it. I'm so excited. Like just seeing the whole behind the scenes process and then just seeing it come to life. It's such a really fun feeling whenever one of your projects gets out there and you're working with cast on your thing and not just for a different company or client and so on and so forth.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me with this. It's been fun. And I really look forward to seeing like what you do with your projects as well, because like I have been seeing it pop up occasionally on socials. So you're doing your marketing right.
Yeah, the marketing, yeah, I try my best. It's always good to just collab with folks and just get help along the way.
Yeah,
I need help, get
definitely.
help. Yeah, that sounds like, I don't know, can you, I sound like a boomer just being like, can you do this Twitter type
Is
of
that what
thing? How do
boomers
you,
sound like?
I'm sorry?
Didn't realize all boomers sounded like that.
No, 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 it's kind of like, I don't know the Zoom, what is this? What is the
Oh,
Snapchat?
that was me when TikTok came out. I was like, what's this thing that all these
What
kids
is
are on?
this? What is this TikTok you speak of?
Yeah.
Yeah, what even
There's
is
probably
that?
more that I don't know about as well because I'm too old to know like what the kids are on these days.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I'm just now starting to. There's this new phrase that's been going around called crashing out, and I'm just like, seriously, this Gen Z Alpha slang, man. I'll tell you what.
I'm not familiar with any of it. I don't know any young people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just starting to learn this myself, and I'm just like, am I a part of the cool kids club? It kind of feels like